Oh my goodness. Lucy. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is episode 29. We are here this morning with Maisie and Ezra having breakfast. I often like to start my episodes this way just because they're so sweet, and it's a nice place to start at the beginning of the day. They are both in really good moods this morning. Their needs are so high. Maisie will be going off to school in about an hour, and I had thought that Ezra would start his new job today, but turns out he doesn't work Mondays, so he'll actually be starting tomorrow. And we discussed in the last episode about him potentially meeting up with Lucy. They'd been in contact again a little bit, they'd been messaging and chatting, and he has not stopped having thoughts about her. He just wants to chat with her, so I think today is going to be the day. While Maisie's at school, he might meet up with Lucy again. He also wants to kiss someone. That's not going to happen. We know she is engaged to Paul. I mean, we don't know what's going on with her and Paul, because we saw in the last episode as well that things didn't look too happy between them. And I actually popped into the household after I recorded just to see, if there were any more clues about what was going on. And I got this screenshot of them. They don't look too happy, so I'm still trying to work out what it might mean. Anyway, Maisie is going off to school in 10 minutes, but she does want to play with the dollhouse, so while she's got a little bit of time, I'm just going to have her play with her dolls. She is so close to getting that grade up to an A, and I think she can do it today. I'm really hoping so. So she's going to head off to school in a really good mood. She's feeling so inspired and so happy, but she didn't get very much time to play her dolls, so she is going to head straight off to school today. And Ezra is all dressed and all ready. His needs are so good, so I think we are going to send a message to Lucy. Just send her a text and be like, hey, so did you want to meet up or do something today? Ezra has met up with Lucy at the park. He's just giving her a hug and saying hi to her. It is snowing. It's very cold today, but as they haven't seen each other in a long time, we thought we'd do something a bit more casual, a little bit low-key. So just meeting at the park for a chat, and not to attempt to seduce, we'll just, be friendly with her and see how she's doing. So enthused about the upcoming wedding. Shall we do that? We'll just be like, are you excited for your wedding? We know that she is engaged. She's still wearing her wedding ring. They are still engaged after all. So he's just going to enthuse with her about that. And then let's find somewhere nice to sit. It is actually snowing a lot, so maybe we'll come inside. This is actually where Elodie and Maria got married. But we're going to come and sit and chat over here, I think. Of course, Ezra had to cycle over there. Of course he did. That's just who he is. But he is coming inside, and we are just going to see how Lucy is doing. She is looking so cute. It's been so long since we've seen her. We just want to have a catch up. We're going to show off our muscles and be like, I have been working out a lot. Do you like? And she's like, whoa, chill out, dude. She's talking about the snow. He just keeps wanting to flirt with her, but we know she's engaged, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to be breaking up her relationship. We are just wanting to check in with her and see how she's doing. And as I haven't completely worked out exactly what's going on with her and Paul yet, she's probably going to be quite evasive. She does keep trying to joke around and everything. So I feel like Ezra's, he tried to talk to her about the wedding, and then it turned into comedy, and they decided to run inside. And yeah, I feel like she's just like, yeah, things are good, but how are you? So she's not too sure about what's going on yet. Oh my god, every single time it's something like that. They've gained a sentiment. Ezra feels close to Lucy from good time and happy memories. Oh, he's really missed spending time with her. She's just feeling fine at the moment, so she's in a good mood. She's not any extreme emotion or anything like that. Us to just be friends, we are just friends. But we have learned that she is a lieutenant at the police station, which means she's doing really well for her job. And these two are going to play some regular football. Of course they are. They used to do this all the time as teenagers. That's so sweet. She's like, hey, do you still have that football? Let's see if you've got any better. And he's like, yeah, I have got better. Look at all these tricks that I can do. And I'm really curious to see if she's going to hit him in the head like she always used to do. So let's see. I don't think she will, because they're not doing hard football. But she's like, yeah, I can do that trick too. I was the one who actually taught you that trick, Ezra. So stop trying to show off. But let's see. He caught it, thank goodness. I was a bit worried. I have missed Lucy so much. She's so gorgeous, and she was just such a nice sim. Oh my goodness. I have, as I say, I have missed her a lot. So I am pleased that these two are catching up and just spending a little bit more time with each other. But we don't want to spend the whole time just playing football. So I think we'll express our admiration for, like, I really enjoy spending all this time with you again. Like, I know it's the first time we've seen each other again, but I've enjoyed chatting with you and everything. I am going to bring them both back inside the building though, because it is snowing quite a lot, and the only other thing for them to do would be to, like, play basketball, and I just think it's a bit too cold for that. And as I say, it's a bit of a casual first meet up again, before we do anything else. Kiss! Ezra. I would have Ezra ask about Paul to see what she thinks about him, but he doesn't actually know Paul, so we can't do that. So instead we're just gonna, all three of them are romantic. I am not going to do that. I'm not about that. I'm not going to have him do that, but we can ask about her mood. She's feeling really happy now, so we'll see, you know, what's her in such a good mood. See if it is Ezra. Deep connection. Building strong relationships with other Sims is cause for happiness. That's so sweet. She's going off to play with a doll's house, which is really odd, but Ezra instead is going to go and do some dancing. Are you two okay? Why don't we go and do something? I know we said we probably wouldn't do much because it's their first time seeing each other, but they're both very energetic people and they like to be doing things. So I feel like Ezra maybe said, there's a bowling place in town, why don't you come with me and we can go and play a little bit bowling together. We can have like a match or something before you have to head off to Oasis Springs, and I've got to get back for Maisie. They haven't really been speaking about Maisie just because it's obviously a very touchy subject. But you know, this is the first time they're meeting. As I've said, like, I feel like Ezra doesn't want to bring up anything to make Lucy uncomfortable. So for now, they're gonna do a little bit of bowling. Let's see how she is. She's gonna be excellent, isn't she? Of course she is. She's just got one to go. And Ezra is feeling flirty from a special connection. Feeling close with the sim can deepen existing romantic feelings and make Ezra want to get even closer. Honestly. He still managed to do a decent job. He's not too happy with it. But honestly, the fact he is still so into her. I don't know how we can get past this. I really thought we had gotten past this, but he just keeps finding his way back to Lucy. But she's with Paul. Oh my goodness. Lucy, I thought you were better than that. Oh, bless her. Now she's trying to show off. And if I click on her, we've got offer rose and woohoo on an unconventional object. So instead, we're just going to enthuse about fitness, I think. Oh my goodness. Elodie and Malia are here. I don't know why Elodie has this hair that she had as a teenager. But these two look like they might be in some sort of bowling league or something. But they will definitely see Ezra over here with Lucy. And at the moment, they're just ignoring him. But Elodie is probably going to give him a look like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing with this girl again? And we'll definitely have to have a chat with Elodie at some point about this. But oh my goodness, Ezra got a strike. Oh my goodness. And now he's feeling lustful. We're getting a phone call from our brother sharing a meme with us. And I feel like Ezra is definitely like, lol, a genius. He's got such a good connection with his family. And oh my goodness, look at him showing off. You didn't even do that well, Ezra. But look at this. Let's see, how is she going to do? That looked a little bit... Oh, I was going to say a little bit better, but it was not very good. But Ezra is obviously encouraging. He cannot stop staring at her. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to make of this. Lucy is having another go and she keeps getting a gutter ball and she's really not too happy about it. Maybe that's where Maisie gets her anger issues from, potentially. But it's actually nearly 3 o'clock, so we should definitely say goodbye to Lucy soon. We need to meet up with Maisie. We told her we'd practice riding her bike after school today. Oh my goodness, he stacked it, but he still got a strike. I'd like this game to finish before we do say goodbye to Lucy though, but Maisie managed to get her grade to an A, which is so good. And oh yes, Ezra won with a score of 60. He's feeling so confident. He wants to talk with Malia. We're just gonna say goodbye to Lucy. I think we're just gonna give give her a hug goodbye, and then we'll be like, maybe we can see each other again sometime. I had a really, really good time seeing you again. I've missed you. He does feel so happy when he sees her again. It's so sweet, but we do need to get going. So we're going to say goodbye to Lucy for now, and maybe they'll see each other again sometime. Ezra has met with Maisie at the community centre. He is just praising her for getting her good grades. He's telling her how proud he is of her. He's giving her a hug. He's like, oh, you've done so well, Maisie. You've worked so, so hard. We're going to ask her about school as well. Now she's teasing him. She's so funny. We are going to teach her to ride her bike though. Whatever she was saying, he didn't really appreciate it. But yeah, we're going to teach her to ride her bike because she is going to be aging up in the next episode, and we need to get her to have learned how to ride her bike. She can't become a teenager if she's not learned to ride her bike yet. I love that her helmet matches her bike. She's so cute. She's still not she's not quite got it yet, but we're going to give it our best shot. It's annoying that it doesn't remember our progress. I thought it would do, but it hasn't, so we might be here for a little while trying to get her to learn how to ride this bike. But I was thinking about the fact that Maisie doesn't really know anything about Lucy, and I don't think at this stage Ezra is going to tell Maisie that he's been in touch with her mum again, just because he doesn't want to disappoint her. Because Maisie has never ever had a relationship with Lucy at all. She knows she exists. She knows she's out there. She doesn't really know the details of it. She doesn't really want to ask because she knows what her dad's like. She knows he'll be, sad about it. She knows that it might make her sad if she thinks about, her mum who didn't want her. That's not a nice thing to think about. So she's just kind of avoided thinking about it. Oh my goodness, she's freezing. Let's get you into some warmer clothes, Maisie. She does look cute blue though, but yeah, she's in her jumper because I do not want her to be freezing to death. There you go, she's much better now. But yes, I was thinking Ezra isn't going to mention anything to Maisie about speaking to Lucy again. He's probably going to see how things go because, he did have a really good time with her today. She had a good time too. They discussed maybe seeing each other again and staying in a bit more contact. So maybe eventually Ezra will mention to Lucy about Maisie, especially because she'll be a teenager soon. And it's just kids that Lucy hates. So she might, because she's a bit older, she might be a bit more comfortable with the idea. So until that point, I think Ezra is going to, kind of keep it from Maisie, but not in a bad way, in a way to kind of protect her. He thinks it's for the best to not tell her that he's been speaking to her mum, just because he doesn't want to upset or disappoint her or anything, especially because it's so close to her birthday as well. He's like, I want to make this a good memory for her. I want her to have a great birthday. Don't want to upset her by getting her to think about her mum when she's not thought about her in goodness knows how long. So he's just doing what he thinks is best for Maisie, and Maisie doesn't even know to think about Lucy at this point, and she has no idea that her dad has been speaking to her or seeing her or anything like that. What's the Humour and Hijinks Festival? I don't think we're going to go to it, even though it's right here, just because Maisie is really tired and I want to get her to learn to ride this bike. Once she's learnt this, we will probably head back home. I don't see us doing this today, to be honest. Oh, Craig is calling to go to the Humour and Hijinks Festival though. This is really sweet because we did this when he stayed with us before. We went to the Humour and Hijinks Festival with him. We are going to say no though because it is already quite late and we will be heading back home afterwards, but it will be really nice to spend a bit more time with Craig again. So maybe we can try and work out a time to see him again at some point. I think that'd be really nice. I miss Craig, and these two did have a good relationship after, spending that time together, so I want them to stay in touch. Poor Maisie is now feeling really angry. Of course she is. I've never seen an angry moodlet about trying to ride a bike. Does this ever get any easier? Biking is hard. Are you actually going to give up, Maisie? You're so close. Oh, for goodness sake. She needs a moment before she practices again. We have spent hours doing this, Maisie. She's like, no, I give up. Oh my goodness. Oh my. That was terrifying. But yeah, I think we're gonna head back home. She's too tired and she's too grumpy to keep doing this today. So we'll work out another time to learn to ride your bike. We've just got back home and we do have bills due, so we're going to go and pay those now, and then we're still fortunately over 1,000 simoleons, which is amazing. We're just about surviving essentially, but Ezra is going to come over and grab some leftovers as well. We're not going to cook for the moment, we're just going to get through all the food that we have at first. Poor Maisie is absolutely exhausted, bless her. It's actually greyed out. We can't even try to practice riding with Maisie because she got so frustrated. But I noticed this morning that Maisie went into a picky eater phase, so we are going to ask her about her phase and maybe discuss the food flavours with her, and we'll teach her about her responsibility, how, you know, it's really important that you eat well. You can't just, you know, ignore the foods you don't want to eat. I know we've got pizza at the moment, but you can't always just have pizza. You've got to get like the good things as well. She said, I'm getting picky about the food I eat. You can call me to meals and encourage me to eat new foods, but I won't promise that I will like them. That's fair. She's being honest. She knows what she likes. And it looks like she is very receptive to like what Ezra is telling her, but she is exhausted, so I am gonna have her go and take a bath before she gets an early night, I think. And even though she's tired, she still does the dishes. She's such a cutie, and Ezra is now feeling lustful. Of course he is. Maybe we could quench this by inviting Piper over just for a little bit of woohoo. He is only, oh my goodness, Ben. Oh, why you stood outside the apartment. And Raylan too. I feel like we can't be inviting Piper over when they're both there right now. He's gonna go, no, don't go woohoo alone. These two, it looks like, are actually heading off. We're gonna invite Piper to hang out because all he wants is woohoo, okay? He's not worried about anything. Obviously, he wants to kiss someone, but he wants to woohoo. So we're gonna see if Piper wants to. He does need a wee, but Maisie is in the bath. So for now, you can just come and woohoo with Piper. Have a little bit of fun, satisfy yourself. That's all he needs after all. I did get rid of his Winterfest pajamas, so we don't have to worry about him woohooing those anymore. I guess Ben has moved on. He is over here woohooing with someone else as well. I am pleased for him. I am pleased because he did take the breakup quite hard, so I am pleased. He is you know, he has moved on, clearly. I had wanted Maisie to go to sleep, but obviously because of next door, she actually can't right now, despite being so exhausted. So she is going to go and play her dolls with someone. He wants to play regular football with Piper, but I don't think we're going to do that considering the time of night is. I'm pleased she's decided to stay in the bedroom and not walk around in her underwear while we've got Maisie just over here. Why don't you come over and join playing dolls? And please, Piper, put some clothes on if you're going to stay, or maybe head off. Ezra is quite annoyed about the noisy neighbours, but he's trying not to think about it. He's just playing with Maisie to try and keep her happy. She is also angry about it because that's just who she is. Her main emotion is anger. But to be fair, she's also really, really playful. But once Ben calms down a little bit, I guess she can then head off to sleep, and Ezra will probably be tired enough to go to bed then as well. He does have his first day of work tomorrow, and I'm thinking maybe before he goes off to work, he does need to do a bit of working out anyway, so maybe we could head to the gym with Piper, get a little bit of a workout in before his first day. Maisie's asking him to help riding her bike, but she's exhausted and it's almost midnight, so I think they've realised maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe she was just like, can you help me ride my bike, you know, maybe tomorrow after school, and he's like, I don't get home until really late, but we could definitely do it at some point. And oh, like, I love it when they do that. But he's like, yeah, I'll definitely teach you before you age up, don't worry. But I am home late tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But can we put her to bed? Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if we can. I know he's still going, but I'm gonna see if it'll work if we try and put Maisie to bed ourselves. It looks like it might have worked, so he is tucking Maisie in, and they're just so sweet and wholesome. I love it. But Ezra, you should probably also come to sleep yourself as well now. Ezra has woken up feeling really flirty this morning, and once again thinking about Lucy. He wants to ask her out now. Maybe he's like, I want to go out again, not romantically. Maybe he's like, I just want to see her again. I don't just want to chat. I want to meet up with her again. And he does want to get into a relationship. So he does want to have a little bit of a serious relationship. He has a good time with Piper, but he is a romantic at heart. So he does want something a bit more stable and a bit more serious. So potentially that's something we can look into. But I'm thinking get Maisie's birthday done first, and then we can look into a new relationship for him. And speaking of Maisie, she is just sleeping in a little bit more. So I think I'm going to have Ezra try and jump into the bathroom before she gets up. I'm going to have him take a cold shower for now. Maisie has got school in an hour. She is up now using the bathroom, and then she is desperate for some food. Ezra is he's in an excellent mood. He's just playing some video games before he heads out with Piper to the gym. He wanted to stay here while Maisie is still home, and then he'll head out once she has gone off to school. And once again, even though she has got school, she is still washing up the dishes dishes before she goes. I just love that. And Ezra is always leaving them. I have to ask him to do them, whereas she just does them all by herself. She is just so perfect and so cute. And look how cute she is. Oh, she's like, I'm an A-grade student now. I need to dress the part. I love her. Ezra and Piper have made it to the gym, and Ezra's feeling so confident. We have another loan payment to make, so we are going to make that straight away. And then I think after this one, we're only going to have one more left. We obviously can't afford it at the moment, but we'll have a couple of paydays in that time, so hopefully we'll be able to. But for now, these two are just working out, doing a little bit of boxing. I like boxing. I think that's quite a fun one. Oh, okay, he's decided he doesn't want to do boxing. Fine, why don't you practice some sparring then, and not in a towel and high heels this time ideally. Ezra is properly showing off with this machine. Oh my goodness, he's feeling it so good from a good workout. I feel like if he does more, he's just going to hurt himself, but it's only counted as 50%. So I don't know what that's all about. He wants to, don't go practice making drinks. It's 9:30 in the morning. Maybe you could come and swim around instead. Come and swim around together. I think that could be quite fun. A cold swim after a workout relaxes the muscles after all. So why don't we come over and we can come and splash Piper. We compliment her swimming costume. We'll talk about the cold water, but yeah, they're just being cute. We'll share some hungry for love tips because, you know, he does want to get into a relationship, so maybe he's going to talk about wanting something a bit more serious, but he knows that's not what she's into, and he knows that that's not something that will work for them, but he is going to maybe talk about, you know, wanting something a bit more serious, although he does want to kiss her. So yeah. I don't know if swimming actually counts as a workout. I know it goes towards like your fitness and your like exercise, but I don't know if it's going to count towards this, but it doesn't matter if we don't get it to 100%. We've got our skills ready for a promotion. Not that we're desperate for one, but he did want to get a promotion. You know, as his resolution this year, so we'll see if he can manage it. He'll be working today and tomorrow, and then Friday he is going to take off because it will be Maisie's birthday, so he is going to hopefully get a promotion tomorrow, potentially, but it looks like it is actually counting towards his daily tasks, so we might even be able to get it to 100% before we have to head off. But Piper, you're really in the way right now. We managed to complete it, so Ezra is going to go and use the bathroom quickly, and then yeah, just get himself ready for work. Malia is of course here, and she's wearing these gorgeous boots with this towel. Honestly, I don't even think I want to fix this glitch anymore. She looks incredible. I thought she was just gonna leave in the towel, but no, she's heading upstairs. Is Elodie here as well? She usually comes with you. Of course she is. She is over here at the spa area. We do still need to have a chat with her about what they would have seen yesterday when we were meeting up with Lucy, but for now, obviously we're a bit busy, and look at them. Just getting all flirty and romantic. Malia, her arm is slightly breaking, but Elodie looks a little bit terrified. But yeah, this hasn't really worked, has it? This pose has not worked. But Ezra is heading off now to his first day of work, so we will cut back when Maisie gets home from school. Maisie is the class all-star today, and she gets to be interviewed by her entire class. She's feeling nervous and kind of excited until someone asks, how come you always get A's? Should she try to say something witty or be real, just like the teacher said? She would be real. Maisie shrugs, squirms, then tells the truth. I'm smart. She wasn't trying to be funny, but the laughter feels friendly enough. One question down, 22 more to go. Maisie has definitely got this. She is back home from school with a school project by the looks of it. I'm thinking we maybe will invite Isabella to hang out with us. She is just coming home as well. Maybe she's going in to just get herself dressed. And then we're going to see if she wants to hang out with us for a little while. I guess Maisie didn't actually get a project because she doesn't have one in her inventory, but that's completely fine. She's like, hey, Isabella, are you dressed yet? Do you want to come over and hang out with each other? Dad's not home for a little while, and I don't want to be by myself. Maisie does want to win a multiplayer game on the video console, so maybe that's why she's inviting her over. She's like, we can do some homework together, and then maybe we can play some games, and then I'll definitely beat you, because she's just so competitive like that. But we're going to first breeze through our homework together. We're an A-grade student. I feel like Isabella's probably quite bright as well, whether she's in an A grade or not. I feel like she'd definitely want to do well, and let's not do it here. Let's come and sit together at the table. Isabella refused to sit at the table, so I wanted to control her quickly so that she would come and sit with Maisie, and I noticed that she is also an A grade student. So these two are our little, you know, our class A students. I love that for them, but I am going to stop controlling her, and looks like Maisie is getting a phone call from Esme asking her to hang out. We're not going to today. Can't travel all the way to Oasis Springs by herself, but you know, it means that Esme is thinking of her as being a little bit older now, which is really sweet. Oh, I can't believe she's going to be a teenager in the next episode. We are going to brag about our grades a little bit and be like, I finally got that A grade that I've been working so hard for. I definitely deserve it. I should have got it sooner, but you know what? I wasn't taking it seriously back then, but you know, at least I'll be an A grade ready for when we go to high school. I noticed that Maisie has got a hot-headed moodlet over here, so maybe Isabella's also talking about being an A grade student, and she's like, yeah, I know you're an A grade as well. She's very competitive. She wants to be the best of the class, and maybe Isabella is, you know, maybe she got her grade to an A first and it made Maisie a little bit annoyed, but obviously she's happy for her friend. She just wants to be the best, so that's just who she is. She can't help but feel a little bit annoyed, but she's not letting it like overwhelm her. She is feeling more happy about it than, you know, angry, but it is still there. It's that little bit of competitiveness is still creeping out, but they're nearly finished their homework. So I think once we've done that, we're going to come and do My Sims Racing with Isabella. Our cousins are around. We're not going to hang out with them right now, just because we've got our friend over. It looks like Isabella has finished just before us, which probably is going to make Maisie a little bit annoyed as well. Let's see how this goes, shall we? I'm really curious to see if Isabella is going to be a good gamer, and whether she is going to beat Maisie and make her angry, or if Maisie has got the upper hand at video gaming. She does practice a lot with her dad. She does really enjoy gaming, and we're not too sure how Isabella feels about it, so we'll see how it goes, whether she rage quits or whether she actually beats her. Ezra has just got back from work, and oh my goodness, look at him in this costume. He's gonna go over and join them in a game of My Sims Racing, dressed like this. Honestly, Ezra, oh my goodness, that look at him. Oh my goodness, I wonder how Maisie feels about her dad just walking in a team mascot costume. Maybe she's like, Dad, can you go and, you know, get yourself dressed or something? We are going to have him actually come over and take a shower, because I feel like Maisie wouldn't be too happy to see him dressed like this. He'll embarrass her. He is feeling flirty though. He's not feeling lustful at the moment. He's just feeling flirty. He's thinking about, you know, wanting a serious relationship. I don't know how he's doing this in this costume. I don't want to think about it too much. I'm gonna leave him and let's see how these two are doing. We'll see. She's really hungry and needs some sleep. So once we finish this game, I do think we're gonna come over and grab some more leftovers. We've nearly finished. We've just got a lot of like baked goods, but we do still have this tofurkey dinner that we're gonna have some of. These two have been gaming for hours and they have not finished yet, so I am going to stop. I think it looks like maybe Maisie was potentially winning, which is why she hasn't rage quit yet, but it's pretty late and we should probably send she's heading off anyway. I was gonna say we should probably send Isabella home, but she is heading off by herself. At least she doesn't have too far to go. She's just over the corridor, the hallway, I guess. She's just over the hall. But Maisie is helping herself to some food. Ezra has to say, you don't need to go to sleep just yet. You can come and also grab yourself some leftovers. He's not overly hungry, so I might slowly work through some of these baked goods that we've got. And then Maisie definitely, she needs to go use the bathroom and then get some sleep. Bless her, she's so tired. She wasn't able to complete this one, so I have pinned it in because I do feel like it's very her to want to win a multiplayer game, so I've kept it there for now. She kept getting like really disgusted by this food, even though she thinks it's fantastic, so she's just being a little bit dramatic. And Ezra has decided he is going to come over and watch Roaring Vice. He's going to watch a movie to hype himself up, and I guess Maisie was really tired because the first time she has not washed up her plate. Once again, Ben clearly has someone over because, yeah, this is happening again, and Maisie's not going to be able to sleep, which is really not ideal. She is going to go over and try to sleep, but I don't think she's going to get that much sleep, which is really annoying because she's so tired. She once again wants to ask her dad for help riding her bike, but it's too late. You're too tired for that. She can say it's go to sleep, but I don't think she can because of the noisy neighbours. So she did wake up, but now she has gone back to sleep. So we'll see if she stays in bed. And if she doesn't, I think Ezra might have to do something really awkward and try and ask Ben to keep it down a little bit. Ezra's feeling really sad now. I wonder if it's because he can hear Ben in the other apartment and he knows that he has moved on. Even though Ezra himself has also moved on, he's started a fun relationship with Piper and he's wanting a new relationship anyway, but he's feeling sad because he knows that Ben has also moved on. Which, I mean, it makes sense why he's feeling a little bit sad about it. He actually can't sleep because of how noisy it is, but instead I'm just going to have him cry in bed a little bit, pass a bit of time. Luckily, Maisie was able to stay asleep, even though her room is right next door, which is really awkward, but she's managed to sleep through it. So that's how tired she must have been, bless her. But, oh, bless him. He's probably thinking about Ben, and he's also probably thinking about, like, Lucy and how they saw each other, and he's like, I really miss someone. I just want someone that I can love and someone who can love me back. But I think on this note, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I think I might play it Wednesday off camera just because Ezra will have work and Maisie will have school, but then I'll come back on Thursday and Maisie will be aging up on Friday. I'm so excited. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It'll mean so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone!